Hey guys, it's Ingrid, and today I want to talk to you briefly about some of the new things that I have picked up from the drugstore here lately as far as makeup goes. No face care, nothing hair related. Let's just talk about some of the new makeup. First of all, most of this is new. One or two things are just new to me, so you're here for the ride and that shouldn't matter to you. Now, not going in any particular order here, it just so happens we're gonna start with the NYX Freezy Face. Have you seen this primer? This is interesting. This is one of the things that I think I picked up last year. I just haven't really gotten into using it too much lately, but it's like silicone-y, but also jelly-like, and it goes on clear, provides such a nice smooth finish. I think that I would like this more in the summertime because it actually does give a little bit of a cooling effect. But you can see this half of my hand has it and this one does not. And it just kind of smooths things out, makes a nice base for your foundation application. So if you're interested in trying something, if you're of a certain age and you have to deal with random bits of extra heat, I like the way this feels going on. Again, this is the NYX Freezy Face Primer. The next item is something that a lot of people are talking about, and I'm actually filming its own video on right now, and this is the Maybelline 30 Hour Lumi Matte Foundation. Mine's in the shade 112. I'm wearing it today. Actually, I'm wearing everything that I'm going to be talking about. So if you're curious about how it looks, this is supposed to be a nice buildable foundation. I've got one layer on the whole face and two layers on my cheeks that have some redness in them. And it does layer upon itself nicely. I just feel like it's a little more matte than it is Lumi. And there's supposed to be this like magical kind of in between that a lot of people are saying you get with this. I don't. I have a combination to dry skin in the winter and a combination to oily in the summer. Really, it just depends on the time of year. I do like it. I'm not sure that I would buy it again. I just feel like it's a little too matte for me. I think this might be more of a summertime foundation. It's supposed to be like water and sweat resistant too. That may just make more sense to use at that time of year anyway. Another face product is the L'Oreal Lumi Lait Glass. I've talked about this in a different video here recently. It gives such a beautiful glassy sheen finish for just a little subtle touch of something. I'm gonna even go in with just a little bit more. I really like this. It's so pretty. If you are into a mild to moderate highlight, this is a good one to check out. And the formula feels really nice going on your skin too. I've even played around with this on my eyelids. I don't have any eyeshadow on today. What's that look like for you? I don't know if it'll come across on camera. It's so subtle. You have to be kind of close up to even notice it. I just think this is one of the prettiest highlights that I've seen L'Oreal come out with. Another one that isn't super new. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Halo Glow Filter Pressed Powder. This is e.l.f.'s Halo Glow Powder. I have not worn this one today because my foundation makes this look kind of matte enough and I don't really feel like I need it. Mine is in the shade Light Neutral, and it blends out really nicely. It has a great finish and I like this one very much. I find that I'm even reaching for this one more than I do like a Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Not that this is better than that, I just like the application and I don't feel like I'm wasting product if I go in and just go all ham with the brush and then tap some of it off like you're supposed to, because it's e.l.f. It's an affordable product and I just think this is a nice one. If you're looking for a new finishing powder, this is a good one to look into. I also talked about this one in another video. This is the NYX Blade and Shade Eyebrow Pencil. I'm wearing this one today. Mine is in the shade Ash Brown and it's just a regular old mechanical pencil. It's got kind of that blade shape tip, which I do like. It's nothing groundbreaking. There are a lot of brands that have that shape out right now, but it does do a nice job. It goes on very smooth. I do think though that when you're going through with the spoolie end of it, it's easy to move the product around, the actual color around. So you just want to be gentle when you're going in with it. It is a really good one. I will continue to buy this. I haven't heard many people talk about this one at all. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Super Cloud Mascara. Wearing this one today. I have 3 coats of this on my lashes today, and while it's not the thickest, most significant performing mascara that I own from the drugstore, it's a really nice one. There is minimal effort that is needed when I'm applying it. Like I don't have to constantly go through and try to separate clumps, or I do run my lash comb through it because I use that with almost everything. It just goes on really nicely. It's not super messy. It stays wet for a little while after application, so you can kind of just separate a little bit where you need to if you need to. And I even like like it on my lower lashes, and I very rarely wear mascara on lower lashes. So this is a good one. Mine is in, is it black brown? Hold yourself. Mine is in the shade brown, and that's another reason that it's not really like popping out at you as, oh yeah, you can tell that I've got a lot of mascara on, because it's subtle. Finally, I've got some lip products for you. This is Profusion's version of what you're seeing a lot of lately. This is their Juicy Lips, and it's just a sheer balm. I'm wearing it right now. Mine is in the shade Radiant Rose. I'll swatch it for you so you can see, but boy, does it just smooths out to almost clear. There really isn't a whole lot going on. I want to put just a little bit more on. I feel like there's almost no flavor to this, so if you're sensitive to things that are too fruity or sweet, I don't think you'll have an issue with this, but this is what it looks like going on a swatch. See how it just really kind of shears out, but it's got a little subtle undertone of pink. It's pretty. I will definitely use this whole thing up. I'm not sure that I would repurchase this color. I have kind of a purpley color, which is like the e.l.f. one that I have right now that I love so much. Speaking of e.l.f., I also have the Glow Reviver Lip Oil. This is in the shade Crystal Baller. This one also goes on super sheer, but it's got a beautiful shimmer to it. Go on this side here. Hopefully you can see the difference between the two. This is the e.l.f. and this is the Profusion, but they're both so subtle. The e.l.f. one, this particular shade, is basically clear with shimmer in it. This makes for a nice lipstick topper. If you have one that you don't think that you can actually make work for yourself, that's a good one I recommend. Another new lip product I have that's kind of the other extreme here is the CoverGirl Forever Velvet Pigment. Let me show you what this looks like going on. This has some intense pigment, like velvet pigment is accurate. Look at the color on that. It is so pretty. Velvet pigment to me kind of meant that it was going to, for some reason I had it in my mind that it was going to be like a stain and simple to wear, but this is, you have to take a minute when you're putting this on to be careful because it does spread so nicely. It's going to be all over your lips. So I recommend using a lip liner when you're applying this one. I'll show you what this looks like going on too. And I'm going to have to be super careful because I don't have a lip liner up here. So we're just going to freeball it. It goes on very thin. Formula of it feels really thin. See, I'm sitting here having to fidget with it, and this is why a lip liner would have really made sense for me to grab. It goes on nice. I think once you start doing the pursing your lips together thing like I just did there, it starts to get a little uneven with the distribution on your lips, so you want to not do that. And you could make this more of a shimmery finish, obviously, by going in with something like a lip oil over the top of that and changing your look completely. So you can get two looks out of this. I think it's very pretty. I would like to try a couple of different shades of this, so stay tuned for maybe more of that coming up. What shade is this? Brazen Raisin. Why did I yell that? I'm sorry. Another new lip product. The packaging on this completely sucked me in. Okay, so it's this Physicians Formula Butter Tinted Lip Conditioner. The packaging on this is made to look like it's kind of a crumpled plastic tube. And I don't know if it's glass or not, but it sure feels like it. It's the kind of thing that when you see it in the store, you just have to pick it up because it's like, what did they do? This one is in the shade Brazilian Berry, and it's pretty. The applicator is garbage. It's too small. This is what the shade of that looks like. It's pretty. The packaging on it though, like if anything, listen, you can skip it, but go pick it up. Like you have to see what I mean. It's just kind of cool. I'll show you what this one looks like on as well. Okay, going in with the clean lips, and this applicator, it's flimsy and it's small and it doesn't do anything for me. Applicators for products should add to the experience. If it's a really good one, it'll actually enhance the experience. This one's, it's kind of flimsy. So as I'm running it along my lips, it bends. And then the other thing with this is, you know how Physicians Formula, all their butter stuff has that sort of coconutty smell? This has that in the taste. It tastes like they were trying to go for like a pina colada type thing, but actually it just kind of tastes like sunscreen. You got sunscreen in your mouth. You can skip it, but you have to go touch it. Actually, it's so strong that I need to be completely done with it. I cannot. And now I want to try the Velvet Pigment with just a little bit of the lip oil over the top of it. Okay, so now before that dries, I'm going in with a little bit of that lip oil. I'm actually going to do this on my fingertip because I don't want to stick that, not so much is on there. I don't want to stick the applicator on all of this pigment. Ooh. That's pretty. I think the lighting is kind of washing it out. Let me adjust. Yeah, that's better. I like that. I hope you guys mix your lip products. Well, not just your lip products, like your foundations and stuff too. It's just makeup. If you don't like the way it turns out, you can wash it off and start over. But sometimes you can find some really nice combinations just by playing around. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed getting to see what I picked up from the drugstore here recently. It is that magical time of year when everybody is coming out with new. So no matter what you're in the market for, there's something new out there to go out and try. And if you are a collector like me, where you're still waiting to find the best of whatever it is that you're into, for me, it's mascaras. Go look at what there is. You don't even have to buy anything, but I do want you to pick this one up. Just pick it up. Just physically hold it and be like, wow, who came up with that? It's the most interesting thing of a simple life. And don't forget, if you're interested in that Maybelline 30-Hour Lumi Matte Foundation, that video is going to be coming to you soon as well. So thanks for sticking around to the end. Make sure you click like and that you're subscribed and you have the bell on. That way you'll be notified when I upload a new video, which isn't super often because this isn't my full-time job. Hint, hint, YouTube. Bye.